Hello, everyone. I'm back at it again for day 8, I believe, of trying to master the art of communication through getting ChatGPT to give me a prompt to speak to for 3 minutes. So, the prompt here today is, what's a lesson that I have had to learn the hard way? Now, a lesson that I've had to learn the hard way, and I'm ultimately grateful for having to learn, is the fact that external validation doesn't necessarily make you better off at all, in the sense that, the praise that you get from others, the even the negative validation from that standpoint as well, doesn't actually enhance or detriment the experience you're going through, because at the end of the day, it's the experience you're going through. So I'd like to display this through a story. And growing up throughout my entire childhood, I was always a student that was trying to get the best possible grades possible, and a lot of that was to seek validation from my peers, validation from my parents, validation from my teachers as well. And a huge part of my personality was being that person that was successful in that element through my grades and through my success within a school setting. Now, what I've learned over the years is that actually hasn't led to a sense of fulfillment at all. In many cases, it's given me opportunities to have really cool experiences, but the actual approval slash validation from these people has not necessarily actually enhanced my well-being. Another example of this, comes through the form of a relationship. In many different cases, I, for one, have felt, that validation of being chosen in these situations. Yet, once those things end, where are you, or where was I left? And it was in a very detrimental spot in certain circumstances, and it was because that external validation was taken away. So the lesson that I've learned is to double down on being authentic and not necessarily seeking that external validation. I believe, and I may misquote this, I believe it is from one of the ancient Stoics, Marcus Aurelius probably, but it talks about the art of not looking for the third thing. It's recognizing something needs to be done, doing said thing, and not needing the validation or the reward afterwards. And it's something that I try to implement on a day-to-day basis. Because at the end of the day, if you see something and you do said thing, that's it. The validation that you get from that, or the reaction that you get from other people, doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, you did the thing because you had to do the thing. Which leads to another Marcus Aurelius quote, which I might misquote, which is, do today what should be done today, or what needs to be done today. And that's what I'll end everyone off on day 8 of this journey.